and gentlemen, Barry Hearn for Matchroom Sport, sponsored by PartyPoker.com. Live and exclusive on Sky Sports Friday Fight Night. Proudly present 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant Heavyweight Championship of Europe. The officials have been appointed by the European Boxing Union and the British Boxing Board of Control. EBU President and Supervisor for this contest, Bob Logiste. British Boxing Board of Control stood in charge, Mickey Collier. Timekeeper at the bell, Bob Edgeworth from Bromley. The three scoring judges at ringside are Isa Letosari from Finland, Venceslav Nikolov from Belgium, and Francisco Vasquez Marcos from Spain. Finally, when the action commences, the referee in charge of the action, Robin Dampierre from Rouen, France. And so, introducing to you the first of tonight's challengers for the championship. Boxing out of the red corner, wearing the solid black shorts. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 18 stone, 4 pounds, 8 ounces. From 32 contests, he has 26 wins. 15 of those wins coming by way of knockout, with only 6 defeats. He comes to the ring this evening as the former heavyweight champion of Europe, presenting from Gorizia, Italy, Paolo Vidoz. And opposing him, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the white colored shorts trimmed with black. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 16 stone, 4 pounds, 12 ounces. He has an outstanding record. 47 contests, 44 wins. 27 of those wins coming by way of knockout, only 2 defeats and 1 draw. Presenting from Brentwood via his homeland of Warsaw, Poland, Sosnowski. Mr. Dampierre with his final instructions. 12 3-minute rounds.
European Heavyweight Championship on the line here.
Good fight. Good luck.
Short and sweet from Robin Dampierre, the referee. This title held in the past by the likes of Dick Richardson, Henry Cooper, Joe Buckner, Jack Baldell, Richard Dunn, John L. Gardner, Frank Bruno, Derek Williams, Henry Akinwande, Lennox Lewis for Britain. But here in Britain, we've got a Pole and an Italian fighting in East London for the European Heavyweight Championship, which is vacant. Vidoz in the black trunks here, 39 years of age now, in his 8th European title fight. Former title holder, the up-and-comer here is Sosnowski, who's drawn plenty of support from London's Polish community. Sosnowski 4-1 on with the bookmakers for this fight. A bit long in the tooth now, isn't he, Vidoz?
Yeah, he is a little bit. Sosnowski, good support for him. And he's had a lot of fights, hasn't he? 47, 44 wins and 27 KOs, so nice and busy.
You might remember Paolo Vidoz from the Olympic semi-final against Audley Harrison back in Sydney. Harrison winning on his way to the gold medal. Vidoz left to pick up a bronze. In the past, he's beaten Michael Sprott and indeed Paul Butlin, who he beat in a couple of rounds, making a 4th attempt to regain the championship. Vidoz here, the one in the black trunks, the Italian TV are here. They're showing this live and beaming it back to Rome, Turin and Milan tonight.
Well, it's Sosnowski that's getting over more of the jabs, reddening the side of the face of Vidoz.
Sosnowski, a spring chicken in the heavyweight division these days at the age of 30. He's based with Barry Hearn's Matchroom organisation in Brentwood and holds a British licence, but I don't think we can really adopt him. Oh, good punch that one from Vidoz, the left hand. Sosnowski's a bit of a celebrity back in Poland. He was on Celebrity Big Brother over there, but walked out of the house to indulge in a professional fight, and that was the end of that. Good right hand from him.
Yeah, he's been a little busier, Sosnowski, but a couple of good punches from Vidoz a little while ago.
Doubling up with the jab, the Polish fighter. Good noise around the York Hall.
Sosnowski's round. Better work with that jab.
It's been quite sharp. Better movement from him, better speed. Sosnowski, the one in the white trunks, I think he's won that round. Welcome back. We're live from the York Hall in Bethnal Green. European Heavyweight Championship on the line here.
Sosnowski getting the better of the opening round. Just getting his punches off a little bit quick, although Vidoz, a couple of decent successes.
Second round, Albert Sosnowski in the white trunks, having his 19th fight in Britain and his 5th at the York Hall in Bethnal Green. It's a second home for him, and the word is if he wins this tonight, he'll defend against Audley Harrison. Harrison, who revived his career to some extent by winning Prize Fighter, you might recall. So that's one to look forward to. Quite busy and sharp early on here, Albert Sosnowski.
But Vidoz is very experienced. He's been here before. Been here with some good men.
But at 39, is he too experienced now?
Well, that could be the key, couldn't it? Once he like down the stretch. Starting to look to try and get his own jab working.
Looking a lot fresher early on, Sosnowski. His hand speed troubling Vidoz. He never did have much head movement. Remember that from that Olympic fight with Audley Harrison. Harrison found him very easy to catch with his southboard jab and whipping in left hands in that contest. Vidoz was also beaten by Matt Skelton in the Frozen European title fight, retiring after 9 rounds a year ago in Milan.
Decent left hook to the body from Sosnowski. But Vidoz trying to do a little bit more. He's trying to just up his work rate.
The Italian trying to get his jab going, but he's being outworked at the moment by the eager Pole. Polish boxing fans who've come here in some numbers tonight, the London community, to support him, hoping they've got another Andrew Galotta here, the man who gave Riddick Bowe so much trouble twice before being disqualified in carbon copy style for throwing low blows and explaining maybe I just went crazy in the interview afterwards.
Well, better work from Sosnowski.
Same pattern really with Sosnowski, pretty insistent. Can't miss that much with that jab, because there's not much head movement from Vidoz.
Yeah, and he's pushing him back, trying to land the right hand to the body. There's plenty of body to aim for on Vidoz.
Well, they're on neutral territory officially, but at the moment Sosnowski might feel as if he's fighting in his home country in Warsaw, Gdansk or somewhere. Such is his support. He likes it so far. That's the Sosnowski corner. We'll have a full translation for you later.
Well, not from me. but Sosnowski getting off with decent punches, starting to use the jab and then just switch to the body a little bit, getting the better of it.
Here's round 3. Albert Sosnowski in the white trunks. Paolo Vidoz, the former champion from Italy, in the black trunks. His next birthday will be his 40th. And we have seen a few operators in this heavyweight division recently whose age does start with the number 4, rather regrettably, but that's the way it seems to be. And last he throws the hook, Paolo Vidoz. He won this European title against Timo Hoffmann, the German fighter, in 2005 after Michael Sprott had pulled out.
A little better now from Vidoz.
Got to match the work rate of Sosnowski, who's by no means invincible. He had an awful result 16 months ago, beaten by Zuri Lawrence, a much beaten American-based fighter. But he's come back well from that. Stopped Danny Williams in 8 rounds, a faded Williams, it has to be said, and then drew with Francisco Pianeta, the unbeaten Frenchman.
And he's mixing it up quite well, Sosnowski. Although Vidoz landed a good left hook as well to the body.
Vidoz weighing 18 stone 4.5 here tonight. That's a 2 stone weight advantage. But of course it's 2 stone more to carry and better speed for Sosnowski with less to hump around.
Yeah, for the most part he's just the busier of the 2, isn't he? Sosnowski. A little more sprightly. Vidoz obviously at 39, it's tougher for him.
Vidoz needs to get that jab going more and then work off that if he can.
Finishing the round quite well, Vidoz, with that jab, but Sosnowski's still been busier throughout. Again, the jab lands from Vidoz.
Just looking a little slow and quite easy to hit, Vidoz. Good jab again from the pole.
All the year's best action coming to you over the Christmas period. Knockouts of 2009. It's boxing on Boxing Day, 10 p.m. Sky Sports Extra, and Fights of 2009. That's New Year's Eve, Thursday, December the 31st, 11 p.m. Sky Sports 1 and HD 1.
And in the last live action of 2009, European heavyweight title here, Albert Sosnowski from Poland in the white trunks, British-based fighter. He actually trains in a little gym near Gatwick Airport with trainer Ian Johnson.
Vidoz needs to try and push forward a little bit. It's the decent jab and the work rate of Sosnowski that's keeping him on the back foot.
Vidoz just looking a little slow and one-paced and one-dimensional so far. Landing with a few jabs, but being heavily outworked. That's the general impression. Judges, by the way, from Finland, Belgium and Spain for this one. And our French referee, Robin Dolpierre. Good uppercut, lovely shot that from Sosnowski. I must say, he does look to be a fighter who is improving.
Yeah, he's trying a few things in there, isn't he?
Almost looks like he's finding it hard, doesn't he, Vidoz?
Well, this title could earn these guys a bit of money around the circuit. Whoever picks up the European title, there's some fights out there.
Well, it's a good earner, and has been over the years. Maybe with the best of the fighters around Europe who doesn't currently hold a title. I mean, outside the Klitschko's and David Haye, might be Alexander Povetkin, the Russian.
I did actually fight for this title myself, Ian.
Was that the one against Lennox?
Yeah, one Lennox Lewis had it.
So
my luck all over, isn't it?
Good left hook there from Sosnowski. Well, you earned well against Lennox anyway, didn't you? Wasn't that the general idea at the time?
Painful, though.
3 rounds, wasn't it? Was it 2? I can't remember now.
Vidoz getting his jab working a little bit, but Sosnowski, similar pattern. The busier fighter.
Good right hand as well there from Sosnowski.
Good to see Sosnowski trying a little more, trying to mix the punches up. Better aggression now from him.
Getting more and more confident. Looking a little dispirited on the right there, Paolo Vidoz. He's only the 3rd Italian to ever hold this title. The others were Francesco Damiani in the 80s and Primo Carnera back in the 1930s, the ambling arm. You can see Sosnowski is landing more punches by quite a long way.
Round 5.
5th round, Albert Sosnowski of Poland, white trunks. I think he's winning everything so far, Glenn, isn't he?
Yeah, getting into a good rhythm and starting to do a lot more now. Letting hooks go. Was relying pretty much on the jab, but now electing to mix it a lot more.
Good right hand. Starting to throw these punches like he really means it, Sosnowski.
Yeah, he's looking for that uppercut.
Vidoz at last tries to wade his way forward. He knows he has to do something different, but the pattern is quickly resumed. And Sosnowski here has Vidoz very much on the back foot and under pressure. Vidoz pokes his tongue out and gives 1 or 2 gestures as if to say, I'm okay, I'm still in this, but is he? Is he really?
Well, these punches are starting to get through now more and more, aren't they? So it's a little bit of bravado from Vidoz, but he needs to throw punches back.
.44 wins on his record, Albert Sosnowski. Vidoz comes back with a right hand. Can he turn the tide somehow in this fight? He's trying to lift himself and trying to get Sosnowski on the back foot, you sense, in this round. And a right hand, that's Sosnowski's answer to that, and it just sent him semi-tottering for a moment, Vidoz. Not having it, is he, Sosnowski? He's saying to Vidoz, if you want to come forward, I'll match you there as well and drive you back again.
Yeah, he's the faster puncher, isn't he? He's the one that's landing with the better punches. Vidoz having a go, trying to finally throw punches back. But Sosnowski, he's fired up. Almost like a home fans here. A lot of support for the Polish boxer.
And they're seeing a good performance from their man as well, aren't they, here?
Yeah, this is very bright and chirpy work.
Albeit against a 39-year-old opponent who's probably seen better days and does look to be carrying a bit of condition at 18 stone 4.5.
Good right hand from Vidoz, and then a A nice body shot.
It's a good effort from Vidoz in that round. He tried to take it to Sosnowski. Not entirely successfully, it has to be said.
No, that's some good work. Started just looked as if he was starting to overpower Vidoz. But Vidoz spat out a bit of defiance from time to time. But the better work was from Sosnowski. Just towards the end, Vidoz had a go, had to take a right hand for his troubles. And just getting through with the better punches, Sosnowski. Bit Sharma, the younger man.
And that's showing as well. Looks much, much fresher, doesn't he? Round 6. Sosnowski marked a little under the right eye. Nothing for him to worry about. Nothing at all, really. Back to work, doubling up on the jab straight away. Sosnowski could be continuing a little boom time for boxing in Poland, because they have Tomasz Adamek as well, the leading cruiserweight, don't they, at the moment?
Yeah, he's doing very well, isn't he?
This fellow's boxed in South Africa and the USA, Germany, Holland, Hungary, as well as in his home country and Great Britain. Been around, Sosnowski. Quick and sharp and pretty mobile, really, for a 16 stone 4 pound heavyweight.
He looks in good physical condition, doesn't he?
Changing the angles.
It's really important for him to keep the work rate going with someone like Vidoz, who's, you know, knows the game, got the experience, but can't match him for work rate.
Just occasionally spitting out a bit of defiance, Vidoz. But these rounds are going against him. He's already a fair way behind, I'd say, in this fight. Vidoz has been stopped 3 times in his 6 defeats in his career. One of those who stopped him was Nikolai Valuev, the man mountain beaten by David Hay in that WBA World Heavyweight title fight recently. Valuev stopping him in the 9th round. Couldn't quite find the range or timing with the punches there, the Italian.
Good work from Sosnowski.
Is the resistance being bit by bit punched out of Vidoz here? Picking the punches quite well, not wasting much.
Less coming back from Vidoz.
Still winning it big, Albert Sosnowski. Famous names in the past, well, Georges Carpentier, the famous Frenchman, the inaugural winner in 1913 of this title. The great German Max Schmeling, his famous rivalry with Joe Louis, remembered through boxing history. There was Bruce Woodcock, who drew massive crowds in the late 1940s, just after the Second World War in Britain. Ingemar Johansson, Henry Cooper, who off and on had the title for, well, 7 years in various reigns. Frank Bruno beat Anders Eklund to win this title. I think it was the 4th round he knocked him out in, mid-1980s. And there was Lennox Lewis from 1990 to 92, beating Jean Chanay in 1990, early in his career, and going on to become a 3-time world heavyweight champion. as you know. 7th round, left of your picture, the man we think's in front here, Albert Sosnowski, and Paolo Vidoz in the black trunks.
Yeah, it's all going Sosnowski's way. He's busier in every round. You get the odd success from Vidoz, but a shutout on my scorecard for Sosnowski.
As we move into the second half of the contest, Vidoz almost came up for air for a moment there.
The 39, this has got to be getting hard, hasn't it? The second half of the fight.
Might be his last chance as well at this level, and he's had a few as well.
So he's going to have to do a lot more if he's going to get the title. Sosnowski fired up.
Sosnowski proving too that he can box off the back foot. Big chance of Albert. Albert ringing around from the Polish fans here. Just thinking back to those Riddick Bowe, Andrew Gallotta fights. Remember the riot at Madison Square Garden when you and I were there? We had to be smuggled out by the police.
Yeah, never forget the riot.
Tunnel. Well, lucky to get out alive that night. That was the night that the Polish fans in New York clashed with the Brooklyn supporters. It wasn't a pretty sight, I can tell you.
Still doing more. Sosnowski getting up with the better shots, and then the jab working well, forcing Vidoz back.
Looking for the uppercut on the inside. Too fast, too fresh, too fit. Sosnowski so far. It's one-sided, isn't it?
Yeah. He's doing the right thing, just trying to break the resistance out of Vidoz. He's a big man, and he's experienced, been around, been in with some good fighters.
And he must feel like he's at home, mustn't he, here? Vidoz is probably wondering what happened to London's Italian community. Where are they tonight?
Yeah, where are they? Nice little right hand from Sosnowski. Vidoz tries with his own, but misses.
Just keeps putting the rounds in the bank, doesn't he? The Polish fighter who's made Britain his second home, landing almost twice as many punches so far. Give credit to Vidoz, he's trying to stay with it, doing his best, but he's just finding this incredibly hard, I think, at this advanced age. He turned pro when he was 30 after a very good amateur career. For instance, at the Olympics, before he ran into Audley Harrison, he beat Calvin Brock and Sam Peter, both of whom went on to make something of a name for themselves in the professional ranks. Peter a bit more than Brock.
10 seconds. Second out, round 8.
Here's the 8th round of this one. The vacant European Heavyweight Championship on the line, and once you've won that, you probably start to get close to being thought about for a world top 10 ranking, don't you? Sosnowski 66-1 on, so how is Vidoz only 12-1 against? Oh dear, oh dear. Somebody's really in a generous mood, aren't they, tonight, down at the bookmakers?
You've got to say, what has Vidoz got to win this? He needs to be a little more spryly, beaten to the punch. Moving tactics from Sosnowski now.
got the strategy spot on, haven't they? Good movement from him. Just switching the angles, nice and light on his feet. Looks super fit. This is one of the better heavyweight performances I've seen in this, well, slightly moribund division in recent times.
He's working well here, Sosnowski. Bringing with confidence now as he's rattling the shots in, and blood from the nose of Vidoz. Thinking maybe a cut on the bridge of the nose. Vidoz has picked up from probably that good jab that keeps being ramrodded in the face.
Looks for body shots, found a left hook, back comes Sosnowski again, found a right. Every time Vidoz does have a little success, Sosnowski punishes him for it. It's almost as if to say, I'm in charge of this. You know, there's a body shot there that hurt him. Vidoz gulped for air after that one landed.
Yeah, that was a distress sign there, wasn't it? The first one we've really seen from Vidoz. One of this starting to get a bit much for him.
Doing much as he likes so far, but within heavyweight boxing, there's always that possibility that one punch can change everything, and that really is what Vidoz needs now. He's already a long, long way behind on points.
Vidoz is gritting his teeth, throwing up them right hands.
Clubbing little right hand from Vidoz. It's a nice performance, this, from Albert Sosnowski. How good is he, do you think, Glenn?
Well, you know, certainly on this form, this is good. We're not getting that much back from Vidoz to really tell. You know, he's a bit flat-footed and just a big old lump, isn't he, these days? But Sosnowski doing what he has to do, keeping busy, coming back anytime Vidoz gets a good shot on.
Don't go to sleep on us now.
Yeah. Just want him to keep it going.
There's that body shot he just reacts against. And he's got to keep throwing that shot, use the variety.
Corners, 10 seconds.
See it written on Vidoz's face, the impact that body shot had on him.
Round 9.
It's the 9th round of this one. Sosnowski, whose wins include victories over Jack Lord Jacobs. British fight fans might remember him. Mike Holden. All in Norris, the former world cruiserweight champion. And he beat the unbeaten Steve Horalius as well in Motherwell back in 2006, one of his many British appearances. Accurate, isn't he, Sosnowski here? And do you think it's the fact that Vidoz is pretty slow and lumbering these days that's making Sosnowski look a little better, or is this a fighter who's really beginning to arrive on the scene?
Yeah, you got to admire how many punches Sosnowski's throwing. You know, he's very busy. He's throwing a lot of punches for a big man. You know, there's not much pause in the action. And if Vidoz comes back with a shot, Sosnowski straight back at him.
He's a heavyweight with the work rate of a middleweight, isn't he, tonight, Sosnowski? Lovely right hand there, right over the top. Again, absolutely zero head movement from the Italian. He is very much a stationary target like that. I think he knows he needs a knockout, Vidoz. Been around this game long enough to know the angles. He actually made his professional debut at Madison Square Garden in New York.
Loading up with the right hands. Vidoz, you sense he's getting a little desperate now. Knows he needs something big.
With a smile from Vidoz, with a smile of a man who knows really that he would need something quite remarkable now, and not any sign of it.
Yeah, I think he's feeling every year of the 39 years of age he is. Probably thinking, what am I still doing this for?
Compared to Evander Holyfield, he's just starting out.
Yeah, no.
Little right hand landing, and Sosnowski just off balance more than anything. Of course, George Foreman won the world heavyweight title back at 45, didn't he? Pretty much the exception to the rule, though.
See if Vidoz has a bit of success. Sosnowski doesn't allow him to enjoy it. He's come straight back at him with some good punches. And it's been a good work rate, good pace, this.
Very, very accurate as well. Ramming these shots with lovely left hook as well. Very fine display this from Sosnowski. You can't really take this away from him. We've seen a lot of heavyweights who we've been very, very disappointed in, but not Sosnowski tonight. And one of the heavyweights we've been most disappointed with is the awful Kevin Johnson last week against Vitaly Klitschko. Oh dear, what's happened to American heavyweights if that's the best they have? A man who was showboating in the last round, having lost every round of the fight.
Yeah, talked the talk and never stopped talking, did he? Just didn't do any fighting.
Sosnowski's success rate's 29%. Vidoz a bit better, but look, he's landed only 69 compared to Sosnowski's 147.
Yeah, the good work rate is from Sosnowski, who keeps nice and busy. Lots of little combinations, good left hook landing there.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second out, round 10.
Last 9 minutes of this one. Black trunks of Paolo Vidoz, the former European champion. He beat Michael Sprott in one of those defences of the title in a better period for him than this one. It looks like a fighter who's just coming to the end of what's been a pretty good career, really, if you bear in mind his amateur credentials as well.
There might be a little bit of loose tape. He's cut away, back with the action.
Vidoz is glad of the rest, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't complaining there.
You just get the feeling that Vidoz is really having to suck it up to get through this. Still trying to throw the leather. He's got bags and bags of pride. Good-natured man out of the ring, by all accounts. Vidoz. He's doing his best here, but he's just finding Sosnowski is too insistent, too good for him, really, tonight.
Good jab from Sosnowski. Doesn't let up with the pace. He's kept it pretty current all the way through this.
Looks super fit, doesn't he, Sosnowski, for this?
Yeah, he's worked long and hard. It's a great opportunity for him.
One he had to take, and one at the moment he definitely is taking.
And they'll be a lot more popular with a win here.
That's the nickname of the Dragon, apparently, Sosnowski. Can't really give you the background to that. Sounds good.
Good left hook and right hand. And Vidoz just has a bit of defiance and tries to get some punches off.
I wonder whether Vidoz is trying to gather himself for a big late effort to try to pull the whole thing out of the fire.
Well, he's going to have to try and do something. Getting pretty desperate now.
Taking an awful lot. Sosnowski can't put him away, though. Hurt him with a body shot a couple of rounds ago.
A little bit quieter this round. For the first time, just let up a little bit, Sosnowski.
Now, the Polish fans have been terrific here, haven't they? They've created a real atmosphere for their fighter and made him feel as if he was fighting in his homeland. All pretty happy, but not in that corner. Glum faces, what can they say to him, really? Not that much.
Dai, ancora due, provo vice per KO. Ho tanti saluti. Caricare tutti i colpi. Provare a vincere KO. Precisione però. Precisione e caricare.
Wish we could translate.
Far male dove fa più male. Andiamo.
Non lasciare fare, Corners, 10 seconds.
If you're watching it in an Italian restaurant somewhere, somebody might be able to help you with that, but I'm afraid I can't. And Sosnowski, voted number 6 in a poll among women to find Poland's sexiest sportsman. Once he was. Just thought I'd pass that on.
Yeah, no real answer to that, is it, for me? Here he comes, Vidoz. A little bit of an attack.
Well, he's stayed with it, hasn't he? Give him all the credit in the world for that, Vidoz, under heavy pressure. And I think he's going to throw some leather maybe in this last 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think that was a little
there's a bit of the leather.
Little pep talk he was given, and he's reacted from it, but then Sosnowski comes back.
Vidoz has to deal now in knockout punches. Did find a very good right hand, probably his best punch of the fight so far, right at the start of this session. Looking for another. Doubling up on the jab. Good skills, those, from Albert Sosnowski. Vidoz covering up, trying to buy a bit of time. As the 11th round wears on, he's running out of time.
Vidoz, some of his best work in this round. And you won't be blamed, Sosnowski, just to have a little bit of a rest for one.
Keeps on trying to win back this title. This is the 4th attempt since he lost the championship to Vladimir Verches in 6 rounds. And this looks like another losing effort for the consistent trier, Paolo Vidoz, but it doesn't look like that crown is coming back to him at the moment.
Yeah, you wouldn't think there's many more chances left for Vidoz. So he needs to bring something back from his youth if he's going to have any chance here.
It's interesting, Sosnowski had no amateur experience at all.
Well,
nothing. He was a pro as a teenager.
Vidoz has probably won his first round, I think. Just done a little bit more for me in this round.
Artysta jesteś, ta przednia ręka
3 minutes to go.
Cały czas ciągujesz, dobrze?
Last minute instructions for the two fighters. Sosnowski landing, well, getting on for 100 more punches. Landslide lead for him here. This is Vidoz's best shot of the night, wasn't it?
Just an overhand right I think he'd been given a little bit of a pep talk in the corner and then went out to do something and landed a big right, but still had to take punches back from Sosnowski, who just elected to have a bit of a breather, I think, in that round.
Last round for the European Heavyweight Championship. Is it a stepping stone to bigger things for British-based Albert Sosnowski? The fighter, remember, who is part of Barry Hearn's Matchroom camp.
Well, he's done well, Sosnowski. Been good to watch, thrown lots of punches, very lively heavyweight, and there should be some good fights out there for him.
And one of them could well be against Audley Harrison next time. How would you fancy Harrison against him then, based on what you've seen here?
Well, you know, Harrison's yet to prove himself over 3 rounds. Good 3-round fighter, but over the course, he's going to have to work hard, Harrison. This is a good performance from Sosnowski.
You'd expect Audley to be able to ask him a wee bit more than Vidoz has tonight.
Yeah, he's younger and will pose a few more problems, won't he? Good boxing skills, Harrison.
What Harrison will definitely need, though, is a high work rate in that fight, and we haven't always seen that from him. Sosnowski's a very hard worker, obviously a good trainer, looks dedicated, athletic, I'd say, by the standards of modern heavyweights too. Vidoz now just trying to get through to the final bell. The whole fight's going on with this constant wall of noise from London's Polish community. Maybe they've travelled from a bit further afield than that to support him here tonight. But they've made a rattling good noise.
Yeah, you certainly wouldn't think two foreign fighters are here tonight, would you, with this support? Good atmosphere.
Sosnowski looking out of the ring as we come into the last 3/4 of a minute of this contest. Great pride from Paolo Vidoz, but I think, to be brutally honest, he just looks too old and slow now to be effective enough at this kind of level. Albert Sosnowski turning the York Hall into Albert's Hall for one night only here. Surely can't be any doubt at all about who wins this. Loose tape on the glove, too late to matter for Sosnowski. There's the bell, no doubt about it. The European title is going to Poland, and the fans who flocked to the York Hall Bethnal Green to support their man Barry Hearn there. He's not Polish, is he? No, definitely not. But he's the promoter of Sosnowski. He loves it as well. They know they've won, and they definitely have. Really, really good performance, I thought, from him.
Very bright, worked really hard, lots and lots of punches. Good performance from Sosnowski.
Underlined by those figures. Never stopped working, did he?
No, started like he wanted to win this. That he was the younger man, very fast, getting the punches off pretty quick, and some lovely little combinations going in, the uppercut working well early on. But it was a good work rate that impressed us, keeping the punches going on, and Vidoz never really had an answer to him. Whenever he tried to get something off, Sosnowski straight back at him, throwing punches to head and body. Some good straight punches and lots of effort. The odd big punch from Vidoz was just taken from Sosnowski, who just came straight back and should have earned a very good win and a European title.
just has to be ratified officially. There's Glenn's card. I think everybody's got something pretty similar to that, and some may even have a total shutout of 120-108. Only the margin really is left to debate. I think the returning officer is on his way. There we go. And I think we can get it officially any second now. Confirmation that Albert Sosnowski of Poland is the new European heavyweight champion. Well deserved too. But apparently we still have to wait for more pieces of paper to be handed through the ropes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Letasari scores the contest 117-111. Judge Nikolov scores the contest 119-109. And Judge Vasquez scores the contest 120-108. All three judges in favor of the winner by unanimous decision, Albert Sosnowski.
The 45th and biggest win for Albert Sosnowski, European heavyweight champion at last. And Johnny, the word is that it may be Audley Harrison next for him in the new year. That's a